I'm Rasheed Ogunlaru, coach, speaker and author of Soul Trader, Putting the Heart Back into Your Business. And welcome to the latest in the Soul Trader mini webinar series, mini videos just to help you on your journey. If you're a soul trader, if you're a heart-centered business owner, if you're a freelancer, if you're a creative, if you are a leader in some kind of way, if you're a coach, a healer, a therapist, if you're any kind of business, a consultant, freelance, micro business owner, then this is for you. Or if you just are really passionate about running business from the heart, you might well be running a far larger business or thinking about being your own boss, but business from the heart is your thing. So in which case you're really welcome here. Remember that you can catch back issues of these mini webinars here on the soultrader.biz site, and you'll also find them, of course, on our Soul Trader channel on YouTube. Today's mini webinar is about one thing, just one thing. Sometimes in the business of running our own business, we can get overwhelmed by so many different things that need our attention. I see it sometimes when I'm coaching people one-to-one. I see it very often. I hear it in people who come along to the Soul Trader workshop at the British Library. I just see it so often that people can easily become overwhelmed by so many different things that need to be taken care of. And of course, the reality is at differing times along your business journey, differing things will be important. And of course, day to day, there may well be a whole range of things that do need to be considered. But the purpose of this webinar is really just to get you to thinking about what one thing is going to be the thing that's going to make most difference and most of a positive impact to you and your business, or in fact your overall life right now. And so there will come times where it will be very pronounced that there are a couple of things that are really important to you, or of course, one thing that's really important to you. Let me give you an example. A while ago, I was working with a business owner, and what became very important. In fact, just last week, I was working with two separate business owners who were on paper running very profitable businesses, two very different types of business. One with a staff, one was not staff. But the reality is that both of them needed to really begin to focus on the money side of the business, so they could just be far more comfortable with the money side of the business, and to make sure that the business was far more profitable. It's a really common one, especially for people who do business from the heart. What's the one thing that you need to focus on? It might well be a time whereby there have been a lot of personal things going on, and actually it's about having a little bit of time for yourself to recap, to regroup, to recoup, and to re-energize. I know a number of people for whom that is absolutely true. So for you, you might be thinking, actually, you know what, right now, the one thing that I need to prioritize is my health, and putting in a little bit of time out. Again, that happened to another business owner I was working with very recently, where she realized that she needed some time for herself. Everything had gone into the business. So I want you to pause right now, and I want you to think, what's the one thing that would have the greatest impact on your business? What's the one thing that would have greatest impact on your business and in fact your life overall? So I want you to pause. I want you to perhaps reach for a piece of paper or your tablet or wherever it is you keep your notes, or on your phone. I want you to think about what's that one thing. You might even need to just go within and just search a little bit. What's the one thing? I remember at different times in my career, there were different things. At one point, there was lots of things. I was booking people manually onto a course, and I realized, this is taking me so much time, each person to book on, and I got a contact of mine just to help me to set up the electronic payments. So it might be something as simple as that, or might not seem simple to you, but something as significant as that, perhaps. Because sometimes in our own minds, we make things a bigger deal than they are. But sometimes also the thing that keeps on coming to mind is the thing that does require some attention. But my tip is it's going to be the thing that will really have a major impact for you personally, professionally, financially, in terms of profit terms, or for indeed for your customers. So what's that one thing? And that's pretty much it. Perhaps other than to say, okay, so you've identified that one thing. So what's going to be the step that you need to take to address it? In my case, with the example that I gave a while ago about the electronic payments, I needed to think who in my network could help me set that up. And in fact, there was somebody I knew who'd actually helped me with my website at the time who set that up. For you, it might well be something which is within your control. If it's about your health, you might think, actually, you know what, that's something for me to address. Maybe I want to join a class. Maybe I want to do this. I want to do that. I can think of another business owner who I know and I've worked with, whereby she works very hard. The business has got a lot of potential. They're gaining a lot of publicity and so on. But actually putting in that time for, again, her health and well-being is actually the thing that needs to be prioritized. I can think about some people who come on my Soul Trader retreats before and my other events whereby they've recognized, actually, you know what, now it's a time for me. So what's the steps that you need to take? Is it something you can do by yourself? What help and support do you need to help you to do that one thing? Okay. And now, how committed are you to it? Classic coaching question, how committed are you to that action? I think very often when we tackle this one thing, then it really does have an impact on every other thing. And the beauty of when you tackle that one thing is that it means that you've got then the space, once you've tackled that one thing, to get on with other things. We've looked at that on a very large level, but of course that might be true on a day-to-day level. There might be certain days where you might ask yourself, okay, I'm feeling overwhelmed right now. What's the one thing again that I need to do today? And you might think, actually, you know what, today there's this particular report or there's this particular thing that I need to write, or I need to send off this major invoice today for it to be paid, or today we really do need to update our product page on our website. That's the one thing that needs to be done. So sometimes it could be a very day-to-day one thing. So it's really useful, especially for those of you who have huge to-do lists. What is that one thing that really needs to be done? Because otherwise we can get sidetracked by doing other things that that are significant, well, have some substance, but they are not the thing that will make that substantial difference. And then by the end of the day, you think, oh, I still haven't done that, I still haven't done that, I still haven't done that. So day to day, also ask yourself, what's that one thing I need to do? So that's that. Just a couple of other pieces of news just before we close. So remember that you can always check out the videos and the archive of videos here on soultrader.biz. That's soul-trader.biz, just in case you're watching on our YouTube channel. And of course, you can just search Soul Trader YouTube and type in my name, you'll find the YouTube channel. There's lots of content there, and also my channel, Rasheed Ogunlaru, as well. And if you haven't seen it yet, I'm also here to very, very briefly mention to you the Soul Trader 2019 retreat. It's going to be taking place in Lisbon, Portugal. And it's going to be a huge opportunity for you to look at yourself, your health, your well-being, your business. It's a holistic retreat. This year's theme is Life, Leadership, Legacy. So it's going to give you that opportunity to tackle your well-being, your health, to have some nutritious food. We're going to be in a beautiful villa just outside Lisbon, by the ocean. It's going to be an opportunity for you to recoup, to regroup, to re-energize, to reconnect to yourself. So that's the life element of it. There's going to be yoga. There's going to be meditation. There's going to be mindfulness, just to ensure that you have a rich life, and so that you can also refocus on where you are in your life. Leadership. Each day I'm going to be running a leadership and business development session, masterclass in the morning, which is going to help you then look at your business and to move that business further forward in terms of profit, in terms of its impact, in terms of its effectiveness. And then legacy. Part of the content is to really ensure that you're really doing that which is truest to your heart and to your actual calling, your unique path, your unique skills, so that you're really able to do the work from heart and craft your business in a way that it's so fulfilling for you and it's meaningful and it's aligned to what you've always wanted to do, and is done in a way that really is enriching the lives of the clients and the communities or whomever it is that you serve, and also sits in balance with everything else that's really important to you in your personal life and so on, so that you can really look back on your life and your career and your life's work really richly. And that retreat, there's just 8 spaces. There is a very special early bird offer if you happen to be watching this before the 15th of March 2019. So take a look and join us. I hope to see you there at the retreat. All the details you'll find on our special webpage, which is soultraderretreats.com, soultraderretreats.com, and that will take you through to the Red Lotus Project retreat site, which is who we're proud again to be running the retreat with, who are going to be providing the hosting and providing the yoga sessions, and of course I'm leading on the program overall. So really looking forward to seeing you there. You can get £1,000 off with the early bird offer, so that's a great opportunity too. And remember that we run the Sole Trader workshop at the British Library here in London every quarter. The next date is the 13th of March. And if you check the website, you'll see all the future dates for the rest of the year, the next one being in June. Aside from that, if you're also wanting help with your networking for your business, remember that I run a Networking for Success event at the British Library, again, once every month. So there's lots of opportunities to stay in touch. And remember, you'll find us on Twitter, you'll find me on Instagram, so there's lots of different ways to stay in touch. And if you haven't already, join our Facebook page and comment and share. But meanwhile, remember, our theme for this particular mini webinar, one thing. So what is that one thing? And my invitation to you is to write it down, to put some action times to it, or just to get on with it. Take care, all the best. Lots of love from me.